Well, hello everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Kay Sanders, and my colleague here, my friend, is Sandy FRESHI. We're gonna introduce ourselves here a little bit as well, so you can kind of get a better understanding of who we are and what we do and stuff. Now, for this energy transmission, what we're going to do is our theme today is actually about embracing who we are and really stepping into our power, even though we may not even know what that might be, how that looks like, or anything like that. So that's really our theme today. So let me just kind of share with you how we're going to do this event. So we're about to, introduce ourselves real quick, like I said, so you know who we are. And then what we're going to do is Sandy, she is a human design specialist. So she's going to share a little bit about the human design. Then I'm going to share a message from the beings of light. We're going to kind of discuss that a little bit. And then Sandy's going to do a little meditation to kind of get us centered, get us prepared for what I'm going to be doing next, which is a light language transmission. So what you might want to do is, and I hope you get the message, if you have your list of intentions, the things you would like to let go of, right now is really going to be the best time to grab that, because later on when we're doing the energy transmission, the light language energy transmission, we are going to really tune into those things that you want to call in and also the things you want to let go of. So it's ideal if you have that list with you. And then also at the end, we're going to share a little bit about our next event, what we're up to, and then also how you guys can get a hold of us. And then we are going to do a little question and answers section at the end. So if you have any specific questions that you would like to ask us, we're going to stay on for a little bit longer. We're not going to record that part though, so you can ask whatever questions that you have. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over to Sandy, and I'm going to allow her to give us a little introduction of who she is and what she does.
Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Sandy FRESHI. Oh, there we are. I'm trying to figure out what the view is here. Okay, I'm Sandy FRESHI, human design specialist, and I am really delighted to be here with you guys. I show people who they are, and I don't have my chart. I show people who they are, why they're here, and why that's important for them. So, or why that's important for you, so that you can get on with fulfilling your purpose in the most successful way. So, what I'm actually going to talk about today is the collective perspective, the global perspective of what human design can tell us about where we are, in particular with this full moon, the partial eclipse, how the sun is illuminating the moon, and I'm interpreting that through the gates that the moon and the sun are in. So is this my time to do that, Kay? Or
no, let me introduce myself real quick, and then we can go into that.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I do that personally. I do readings personally. I help you align your energy so that you can understand how to leverage it for your highest good. And then and today I'm going to talk about human design in a collective way.
Okay. So now, I'm Kay Sanders. I'm an intuitive business mentor, business coach. I also do Akashic Records, and I do light language. So for me, I really help my clients a lot on stepping into their purpose, really uncovering who they are through the Akashic Records, help them heal and let go of whatever's really standing in the way of really stepping into their purpose, into their power. And then we're really working on the business side, the systems, the strategy, so they can really create that momentum in their business and also scale their business to the next level, so they can really make that impact that they're here to make. So I've been really doing the Akashic Record readings for a few years now. Light language, that actually just kind of came about like beginning of the year, where I was gifted with this amazing ability to really speak in light language. And just to kind of give you guys a quick introduction of what light language is, if you don't know, it's basically speaking in tongue. It's speaking, I channel higher beings, I channel the angelic realm, and it's all about really transferring light codes of activation. So it sounds basically like gibberish. You may not understand or you're probably not going to understand what I'm saying, but it's really about feeling the energy, allowing the energy to really do whatever it's intended to do. And so basically that's what I've been doing. And today what I will be doing is I will share a message from the beings of light that really gives us some clarity around what's been going on, what's about to happen, and also for you to really step into what's your next step, like really embracing who you are So the beings of light gave me a nice little message that I'm about to share with you, then here is a little bit as well, to kind of give you that insights into that. And then, like I said, at the end, we will be doing some light language, some healing, clearing, and activation. But now I'm going to turn back over to Sandy so she can tell you a little bit more about the human design, and I'm going to let her do her thing.
Okay. It's my turn again, right? Yay.
Please, go back and forth. It's always nice.
Yeah, I made some notes, so forgive me if I'm looking down, because this has been a really intense time since since the summer solstice, really, and the energy transmission that you did during that time, and here we are at the full moon, which is in Capricorn. And Capricorn is such, if you think of the imagery of the goat, which is representative of Capricorn, it's such a physical type of an archetype, where we're really into the physicality of taking one step at a time, trying to be sure-footed, climbing up that mountain. And if you can just get that image in your mind of a goat climbing up this rocky mountain, this rocky ledge, with the full moon shining, and then there's this partial eclipse where not all of the light is available to that goat in that moment, or in these moments of this partial eclipse. And as I reflected on that imagery that came to me, it really spoke to where the Capricorn gate that is where the moon is right now, in terms of the eclipse, and the gate is 61. So for those of you who aren't familiar with where the gate 61 is on this chart and how it affects us as human beings in our body graph, it's right here at the top in the center. So it's a mental gate. It's known as inner truth, and it's about having the awareness of universal principles. And the primary universal principle, especially with this particular gate, because it's all about, if you have this gate, that you like to think, and you like to, or maybe you don't have it right now, and it's affecting you even more. There's this sense of wanting to figure out the mysteries of life and the mysteries of the universe. And the primary universal principle with that is that you cannot know what is unknowable. And that's what Capricorn, I think it's really kind of ironic that trying to know the unknowable is in such a physical type of experience with Capricorn at this time. You think that if you're the sure-footed goat that's going up the mountain, surely you know where you're going, but it's more about one step at a time and not necessarily knowing where that's going to lead you. So what spoke to me about this is that this is a time where, the sun reflecting off the moon is sort of partially eclipsed. We can't really see everything. And it's a time of faith. It's a real time of faith to take that one step at a time, even though we can't know the unknowable, even though we can't necessarily know that next step. And even if the light goes out, even if we were in a full eclipse, even if the light goes out, that goat is still going to take that next step because it can feel that sure-footedness in its faith. So the goat keeps going. And if you look at this in terms of how we can use this energy, how we can work with this energy to release things, to release what we're holding on to. In the shadow experience of this gate 61, of this trying to know what's unknowable, there can be a lot of mental obsession, a lot of, I can't move forward until I know everything. I can't move forward until I have it all figured out. And this kind of mental obsession keeps us out of the, of really being in our bodies. The goat doesn't take the next step because it knows it up here. It's thinking about, okay, I'm going to lift my foot and take the next step. The goat takes the next step because it feels it in its body. It feels what the next solid rock is, or the next solid place to put the foot is. So, that's what we're being asked to do at this time, or that's how it spoke to me at this time. So this full moon, and with, a little partial shading of the moon, I guess, is how you could interpret the eclipse. For me, is about releasing the mental obsessions and the beliefs that keep us stuck in patterns that hold us back from taking those next steps in faith, and in alignment with the universal principles that we are here in a body. We are spiritual beings here in a body, having a physical experience. And we need to ultimately align with our physicality in the faith that what is unseeable and unknowable still works through us. So the other thing that came to me with this is that the sun, you think about how the moon is not a self-illuminating celestial body. It's just the moon, it's just a rock up there. And the sun is really what gives the light to the moon, right? So the sun is in Cancer in the gate 62. And let me show you where that is on the chart. It's right here off of the throat, but it's also pointing up toward our mental function at the top. This is a whole body here, so it's pointing up toward that mental function at the top. 62 is a gate of details, of precision, of organization, and of interpreting and expressing what we have thought about logically. And if you think about it, it's in the gate, it's in Cancer. And Cancer is that emotional energy of nurturing. So the sun is kind of illuminating this sense of not knowing, if you don't know, if you can't know the unknowable, but you still have to take the next step, the logic of the sun, of the details in the 62 can really be nurturing to you. So it's like a logical, if you can examine your belief systems, if you can examine your obsessive thoughts and release them and just ground yourself in the next logical step, and ground yourself in details that you can sort of prove out through taking the next step, then that's going to really nurture your journey at this juncture on, where we are on planet Earth at this time, on this date, moving forward into the rest of 2019, right? So, yeah, so that's basically what came to me. And I hope that wasn't too abstract, but I just got, as I was meditating on this, I just got all of this imagery of, the goat and taking the next steps and not knowing and all this stuff. So I hope you can use that imagery as you move forward. And maybe, if you want to chat in what this time means for you, what you got from that, feel free to do that. And also, maybe reflect on where you are not trusting because you can't see what's next, or where are you feeling not sure-footed because you still have beliefs or ideas or opinions that may shadow or overshadow your ability to truly have faith in who you are as this powerful individual, this powerful spiritual being living in this human body who actually has 2 feet to take those next steps. So if you haven't thought about what it is you want to release, I invite you to ponder that. What beliefs and what mental obsessions and what things are you trying to know that are really holding you back from stepping into the faith that you have the power within. So.
And you know what, I really love what you shared. And I really, lately, that's also what's been showing up for me, and even with my clients, it's so much stuff has been coming up for a lot of people that really basically, I wouldn't say force, but it really puts them in the situation like you've got to trust. And I mean, today our theme is really all about embracing who we are and really stepping into our power. And oftentimes we don't know what that looks like. I mean, it's that you got to kind of jump off the cliff knowing that the safety net is there, even though you don't see it. I mean, you're like freaking out at the safety net, you don't see it, but you really got to stand in your power, trusting. And one of the practices that I've been doing lately a lot, especially during this time, I mean, thankfully, these past 2 weeks have actually been really good for me. Maybe it's because I'm Cancer, it's the Cancer month, right? But it was really like a lot of stuff has been coming up for me, for my clients, that really gave them the lesson or gave them the opportunity to learn to trust themselves. To even when things didn't look good, when things were really like where you would usually be freaking out, but in really tuning in and finding that trust in yourself, that you are more than capable of creating that life that you want and really creating the abundance that you want and really standing in your power. So what you shared, it's like, with that goat, I really like that because, animals are kind of funny. They don't think. I mean, I think like us humans, we're the only ones that overthink everything, right? We're like thinking like, do I need to do this? Am I really good enough? Can I really do this? Should I take this step? What if I take this step? We're overthinking so much, but animals, like you mentioned that goat, I mean, they just keep walking. Even if it's dark, they keep walking, right? Because they're trusting that they know what their next step is. And the more we can step into that in our own power and really trust that whatever step we feel guided to do, when we're taking a step, that really will bring us the abundance. And I've actually been testing that really a lot these past 2 weeks, ever since we had ever since the last eclipse. I've been really testing it on a daily basis, that whenever I had a weird thought, like fear coming up, whatnot, really stopping myself and refocusing, like, I can do this. I'm good enough. I'm capable enough. I can do this. And you would be surprised. I mean, I was actually surprised how much things shifted for me and how easy things were flowing. And then I was getting the guidance. I was getting more clients. And I'm like, hey, I like that. So, it's really trusting in yourself. So I really love what you shared about that. I mean, do you have anything else you would like to share about, what your personal thing was?
Yeah. As you were talking, I was thinking about how I've been having that same, I've been going through a similar practice, I guess, and that brings up this other added piece, even though we were cursing Mercury. Before we got on, Mercury is retrograde right now, which is a great time for reflection and reception, like being receptive. And a lot of my meditative practice, I've been really stepping it up since the summer solstice, really. It has been about getting to this place where I know that I don't know, right? And especially my business, it's really, I'm seeing it very concretely in my business, where I sit on my meditation cushion for at least 20 minutes every day, if not longer, depending on how I'm guided. And I say those things, those affirmations, just like you've been saying, and I put them out there. And then I get into this really still place where it feels as though I'm in a receptive place, and it feels as though the energy comes back to me. Mm-hmm. And what's been happening with that is, very tangible uptick in my business. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying, that that's the way it's going to happen with everyone, but I've been playing with this balance between not knowing, but still declaring and affirming that I'm taking the next step on the path, and then sitting back and actually receiving what it is that I've opened myself up to by taking those next steps. And it's such a powerful balance and a dance, and maybe Mercury is supporting us in that. The retrograde of Mercury is supporting us in that receptivity. But it is a really powerful time to reflect and be receptive, along with being actively faithful in taking steps forward.
Yeah. And I also would like to invite you guys, that are calling in or that are on the call today, feel free to leave a message in the chat. Like, what have your experience been over these last 2 weeks, since Mercury started, or even since the solstice? Because when the eclipse happened 2 weeks ago, that really opened up a gateway where a lot of things were coming up for a lot of people, where you were being pushed to learn certain lessons, where you were pushed to really trusting without even knowing what was going to come up, or, you know, if you're on the right path. So feel free to put something in chat. Let us know, what have you been going through? And, you know, just if you would like to, you know, share maybe some aha moments, some things that you have learned, something, you know, some valuable, you know, tidbits you would like to share. Now, I would like to share something else that I kind of learned just recently. I was reading a book, and I think it really goes very well with those challenges that we're experiencing. And in the book, it was by Sayana Roman. It's about, I don't remember what it was, like creating money. And she shares about, you've got to love your challenges in order to let go of those challenges. And I was just sitting, and when I read it, I'm like, bing, 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 right? You know, light bulb kind of went off. And I really sat down and I was writing gratitude about everything around my business, about my life, about, you know, myself, like with the pain and everything that I didn't love. And I really dove into gratitude. And I kid you not, the next day, some amazing things started happening. Like I was getting calls, I was getting people like messaging me and stuff, you know, for clients, whatnot. So amazing things happen when you let go of, when you start loving the challenges, because I really believe that everything that's happening to us, it's not really happening to us, but it's happening for us in order for giving us the opportunity to learn the valuable lesson that we need to learn to move forward. You know, like you explained, you know, really trusting, even you don't know what is going on, even though you have no idea what's going to happen, trusting that everything is going to be all right, and really like tuning into this whole loving those challenges, and, you know, being grateful for the opportunity that all of those challenges really give you to grow. I think that's really amazing. So, you know, like I just kind of wanted to share that because I really found it so valuable. But now I would like to share the message that I was received from the beings of light this morning. To it kind of goes hand in hand what you shared, and also a little bit more about like how to really move forward. So I'm going to read this to you guys, and then feel free while I, you know, read this, feel free to put something in chat if you would like to share something.
Oh, can I just let everyone know, if you're new to Zoom, the chat is actually at the bottom of the screen. You'll see this, it says chat, but it looks like a question, or like one of those thought caption things at the bottom. And if you click on that, a box will come up and it says type message here down at the very bottom. So if you're new to the platform, that's where you can go to chat.
Okay, so let me get started here. Okay, so the beings of light shared this. On this day, you may take a moment to reflect on how far you have come, how much you have achieved, and how much you have overcome to arrive at this moment in time. You may not realize how far you have come. You may only see little of the change that you have created in your outer surroundings as well as internally. But look closer. Allow yourself to see the immense growth that you have experienced, and acknowledge yourself for your strength and dedication that you put forth every moment of your awakened state. This acknowledgement will open you up to the vast opportunities and abundance that is available to you as you start to see more clearly and realize the many accomplishments that you have experienced, both monetary and on a deep personal level. Now is the time, however, to take that next step, to let go of what has been and elevate your consciousness, raise your vibration, and open yourself up to receive even greater levels of abundance. Change is on the horizon. Greater abundance is available to you now, and more opportunities will open up to you once you align yourself to that next level of life experiences that you are meant to experience. Start by creating a clear vision of what you wish to create and experience. Allow yourself to dream big and see yourself living the dream life that you desire. You're now at a point in your life where things can change rapidly, both the good and the bad, depending on where you choose to place your focus on. Do you desire to create a greater success, joy, happiness? Do you desire to make a positive change in your life, create more success and financial abundance? Or do you wish to step further along on your path of living your life's purpose? Whatever you desire is yours to have, but to call forth the things that you desire, you must first let go of what has been, and even what is right now, if it is not in alignment with this new vision that you hold for your future. Remember, you are the creator of your life and your destiny. Whatever your heart desires is yours to call forth. But in order to do so, you must become honest with yourself to uncover what is keeping you from living and creating this beautiful vision of yours. Realize how you may be getting in your own way, either through your limited view of what is truly possible for you, for yourself, or even any limited thinking of how capable or even deserving that you are. Allow yourself to see clearly of how abundant, how capable, and how deserving that you are, and start taking steps forward towards creating and calling forth this new vision you hold. Nothing is standing in your way of releasing the past in order to embrace your future and the vision that you hold for the life you desire to live. Choose today to stand in your power, to look closer at the limitations that are holding you back, or even the limitations that are slowing you down. Choose to release these limitations and instead embrace all that is, as it is all to your highest and greatest good. Allow yourself to see the beautiful, capable, and most vibrant being that you are, capable of many great things, even the things you feel are outside of your ability to create. Remember, you are abundant, and you can always experience this abundance by going within, by allowing yourself to align to the abundance you wish to experience, to hold a greater vision for yourself, and to trust that you are more than capable of creating whatever life that you desire. Tune into today's full moon energies. Set clear agreements with yourself of what you wish to let go of, what you wish to hold on to, what you wish to experience moving forward, and even what you no longer accept to experience from this point forward. You hold the power within yourself to make the change that you seek to make. Create clear agreements that match this change you desire, and trust that if you stay in alignment with this new vision that you hold, circumstances will align themselves to help you co-create this new vision of yours. You truly hold the power within yourself. See it, feel it, and embrace it. We love and honor you, and we're always here to support you. Goodbye for now. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. So that's really, it really goes, hand in hand with what we've been talking about. To really embrace who we are, really to trust in that we are more than capable of creating whatever life that we desire. But it really starts with first really looking inside of us, and really realizing, what am I doing to sabotage myself? And oftentimes it is us, that we are the reason why we're not further along, because we either have doubt, we have fears, we're having self-sabotaging behavior, we're not trusting enough, we're overthinking things. So it's often not something that's happening outside of us or you, but it's really what happens inside of you. Like, you really, how you feel about things, how much you would think you're deserving, and those type of things, how big your vision, how big you allow yourself to envision your future, the life that you could be having, right? So today is really, and we're really going to tune into that as well when we do the light language transmission, to really activate you to step into that bigger vision, to allow yourself to dream even bigger. And the funny thing is, I actually did a video this morning about the same thing, and I shared it on YouTube. And as I was doing a light language transmission, my guide shared with me, or showed me, an image of a room with mirrors. So think of it as like many mirrors, like in a half circle. And each mirror is a representation of your life, like in the vision that you have for your life. And for each mirror, it's like a different stage. So for example, the first mirror is about right now, the vision that you have right now. The next one could be in 6 months from now, or a year from now, or whatnot. And you have the power to, you're basically the magician, kind of like, like in what do you call it? The movie, the show, Once Upon a Time. The mirror with the genie in there, or the magician, or whatever you call that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So basically, you are the magician of your own life. So if you want to create a better life for yourself, start by creating a vision. And then when you look into that mirror each and every day, so that's what my guys kind of shared with me, is like to really visualize that every single day, standing in front of those mirrors, look at the one mirror that you feel called to look at, and really see it as that movie, as it plays out, like you're watching a movie of your life as you want to have it. And then you might want to be a little courageous and look to another mirror that is further along, that has a much higher vision, like much brighter vision, more intense, more evolved, or whatever. But really doing this every single day, and really envision what it is that you want, and really tuning into that every single day, you will start embodying that. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys real quick, because I mean, I thought it was pretty amazing what my guys shared with me. But, you know, Sandy, what do you feel about, like, what were your impression of the message?
Okay, so I hear all of the projectors going, the ones who don't have the work energy, unlike the manifesting generators,
Sorry.
going, well, what does this have to do with me? And what I want to say about that is, you know, our magic, those of us who aren't designed to be the consistent workers in the world, our magic is really this internal co-creation with the forces, unseen forces of the universe. And every time I turn back to that, and I forge that stronger connection with, you know, with my spiritual team, and with, you know, with my ability to kind of connect up while staying grounded, you know, I really get, and I know that this is like traditional human design heresy, but bear with me here. I really truly get this sense that, because I'm a projector, for those who are watching this who don't know, and if you know about projectors, that's a whole other thing. Just email me if you want to know more. but I get this sense that the reason that some of us are designed to not have this consistent work energy to build and consistently take those outward steps is because we don't have to. We don't have to, because our knowing and our ability, or, you know, for projectors in particular, it's the ability to guide others, comes from our ability to stay inside ourselves, to stay connected with our higher vision, and then allow people to come to us and draw us out and really connect to us. So not only are we co-creating from the unseen, but we're also being drawn out and invited into co-creating with the seen. Like you, Kay, you're the scene.
You know what? I mean, I have days too where I don't just work. I mean, it's like, I believe every person, it doesn't matter what, you know, what they are on the, you know, human design chart. You need to have time where you allow yourself to have a clear mind, where intuition can come in, where you can get that intuitive hits. Because if I would be, and I've been there, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been that person, like, I need to work. I mean, I was really working 12, 14 hours a day without stop, without really, you know, having room to clear my mind. But now it really, you know, became clear to me, and especially over this last month actually, is that I need to tune into myself. Earlier, I took me a nap because I was sitting here and I was trying to force myself to do the work. I'm like, screw that, I'm gonna take me a nap. I took me a 15-minute, I did a meditation, well, my son woke me up, I probably would have taken a 30-minute nap, but I listen to my body now. Sometimes I have the hit that I need to go outside and just sit outside. And I follow that. And that's what we need. Like, every single person, we need to listen to that internal guidance, because that internal guidance is what's telling us what we need to do.
Exactly.
You don't need a guru to tell you, you need to do this, this, and this, and this. You need to take aligned actions. And the only way you can take aligned action is by clearing out that mental chatter and being so busy doing, but also taking a break and allowing room to, like, okay, what do I want to do today? One of the questions I ask my higher guidance every single day is, what is most important for me to focus on today? And funny enough, there's rarely a time when they tell me you need to do this, this, and this. Oftentimes it's like, keep your energy in check. Focus on positive thoughts, or, you know, keep your energy aligned. I'm like, well, so what am I supposed to do now? Just be in the moment. Stuff like, okay, well, I guess I just do that. But it's like, we all need that. So even a person like me, I have this, like Sandy always says, I have this high energy. I create so much stuff. But even me, I need that time too, where I just sit. I don't do nothing. I just be and allow the flow to come. And the funny thing is, when you do that, the more you actually allow yourself to be in the moment, to be in the flow, to listen to your inner guidance, the easier things will be. And I really realized that over the last few weeks, last month, actually, the less I did, the more I got done, and the more people were actually drawn to me, because my energy wasn't constricted. When you're in this constant doing, unconsciously you're actually restricting your energy. Like it's like you're putting something out. Let's say you're doing a newsletter, you're sending your newsletter out, but then you're going back into doing, so you're restricting your energy. It's like you're having this wall around you. But when you're in the flow, your energy stays open, inviting, keeping your arms open, like, for the hug, right? No one is going to come to you if you're like this, but if you're like that, and that's your energy, that's when people are drawn to you. So the more you can focus on allowing your energy to be really open and inviting, giving yourself that room to really just be in the moment, being in the flow, things will actually flow a lot easier. Mm-hmm. So that's like my 2 cents, and I think we're like kind of like running out of time here. So yeah. I think now, if anyone has any thoughts or anything you would like to share, please put it in the chat. What we're about to do now is Sandy is going to take us through a little grounding meditation. Now for this, excuse me, what you might want to do is have your list of intentions with you, the things that you would like to let go of, and the things that you want to call forth and really embody and infuse with powerful energy. Because what I'm going to be doing is, Sandy is going to do a meditation to ground us. And I will start, excuse me, I will start a light language about releasing anything that you are now ready to release. And then I'm going to stop real quick. We're going to take a breather, and then I'm going to do another round of light language to really embody and infuse you with the powerful energy of the intention that you have. So each time you want to focus on the list of things you want to let go of the first time, and then second time you want to focus on the things you want to really embody your intention, really want to empower your intentions, to really bring them in, to really call them in, to really step into that. So for that, before Sandy gets started, I would like to invite you to be centered, drop into your heart, and like I said, she's going to talk us through a nice little grounding meditation, but then set the intention to be open to allow the energy to do whatever it's intended to do, because it is to your highest and greatest good. So you may feel certain things, you may have visual things coming up. You can feel free to share that at the end, but just be open. Don't listen with your ears, listen with your heart, because then the energy will really do powerful things. So just be open to that. So now I'm going to hand it over to you, Sandy, so you can take us through our meditation.
Okay, so just make yourself comfortable where you are. Feet on the ground, if that feels good for you. Rear end in the chair, feeling that grounding wherever you are. And a few deep, full breaths, cleansing breaths. Inhaling oxygen, nutrients, and exhaling anything that is keeping you from being focused at this time. Do that a couple more times. Feel yourself connected to the earth. And feel how the energy of the earth moves up through the soles of your feet and circulates throughout your body, just to let you know that this is your physical home. And as it circulates up through your feet, your legs, your hips, your abdomen, your heart, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck, your head, let it just open up at the crown of your head, so that all the light that's available to you from your other home in the heavens can come in and circulate and dance with the groundedness of Mother Earth. And allow that light to just come through your head, into your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, down into the heart space, down into the abdomen, into the hips, the legs, and the feet. And now bring your attention to your heart space. And if it helps you to stay focused by putting your hands on your heart, go ahead and do that. See if you can tune into that energy, and if it feels a little bit wavy or anxious, drop in the intention that you want to steady your heart so that it's open and still, and so that it is centered and steady on your intentions. Take another deep breath. Really feel your heart center steadying its focus and intention, being in that open, receptive place. And now, Kay, I'll just turn it over to you.
Okay, so for this one, please focus on the things you're ready to let go of right now. My intention is to really cut the course of anything that's no longer serving you, to clear any negative energy, any doubt, any fears that you might have of really stepping into your purpose. But like I said, tune into your own intentions of the things you would like to let go of. Kruasa ashe ehe ini urua ale eke sukuruma na antia wa ane la karaha ate sushu uma ane aku uru ulu ane eka uru su ushu uma aina karaha ale eka uma aina su utu uma ane aha ane owa ina ase ehe ina suru ale ku uma ane ka ha te ihi ishi iku uru ulu unwa ne ihi iti sukuru ulua na aha anewa ani wa isna ka hajna aha sushu utu ua aka aha ane ika urua ru usu unwa ka ate ka araha ate ika umana la karaha tina ku urua ana aina sai shiki iate sasha ia ka te iku urua ka uma ka ate inua raha ale iwa ana a ina sai ishia Su'ushu'uhu uma ashiashi ehe ku uhu ayana. Sushu'uhu ma ane iku uru ulua ne iku umana ate ehe. Su'utu uma ane ehe. Lukuruana ate na se shiaka ate iku umana a. Luku umana ate iku umaka ayana ase iku ushu'utua. Nashina ete niku uruata ehe. Luruotu ku umana ka arahate ehe. Sukrua ka atena inua ate iku uma ane alia karase ashe. Shura ha atina ka hate ehe. Nukruka uma ne ka atina kalora ate. Nukruka uma ka atini kuru ushu unua. Nakarahani iku uma ate ina ka arahate ina ase ihu urua ate. Lakarahani ku uma ani ku uruktu ua ahe. Su'uru no ania le eko umana ate iku uhu tu uhate la ara ate na ka ara hinu ku umana ka ahane. Sukurushnu ku aina alea raha ate ihi sa ahakine ka aina wa ani ku uru sushua. Sana ka arahate ihu ma ania la arahate nua. Sukuruana ushnu ma ania. Now take a deep breath. And let it go. Envision like dark clouds over you being like, blown away, where the sky is being like cleared with this big wind of just, blowing these clouds. The limitations that you've been holding on to, the fears, any doubt, anything is being blown away. Also visualize like an ocean, a dark ocean being cleared. That's your consciousness. Your consciousness is being cleared from all the cloudiness so you can really be in tune with who you are. Now, next thing, please tune into the intentions, the positive intentions, the empowered intentions you would like to call forth, the good, positive agreements you want to call forth moving forward, the things you want to really embody, that you want to infuse with the powerful energy of this light language transmission. So focus on that, tune into your heart. Shaka ahani snashi ihia. Sutu uma na ale iku runua ka. Sutu uma anea se shi ila aina ka ana asea. Nushu uma ane iku uru uluane iku umane asiki inika. Lu utumane asi ishia. Sushu urulu ku umane ki inate iku uru sutuma ina. Sutu uru ushu uma aha. Naka ase iku umane iku uru ku uma aniala. Ru ushu unua te ehe. Saka ahi inia ka aha ne ewa aha. Lu uru uma aniale ka rushna ase eshiti ikani ki ale ehe iniyate. Lu uma ana. Lu uma na atina yasne ika aina ati. Sutu uma ane e. Sutu uma ane aka ahati iku uru uluane iku uma na ate e. Sutu u ane iki i uru ulu uma ane iku unuku ua. Sana ashe iti i karaina se iku uma nehi. Luku utu u uma ane iku uru unu utu siki i haki. Laka aina ka uruane iku uma ne e. Shnuku uru atu uma ane. Sukurushu nuku umane ika ania ka ahase ehe. Lushu utu mana. Lushu umunu ku uruana. Nasana ahe ine iku uma a. Nakarahane ku uma ka. Nakara ka aha ne ke ihi li ihi. Now envision yourself walking up a staircase. Walking towards a huge mirror that is shining, is in a gold frame that is shining brightly, really drawing you towards it. That is your next level of purpose, of that bigger vision that you can step into. And I would like for you to envision walking up that staircase towards that mirror. And when you stand in front of that, ask yourself, am I ready to take that next step? Kushu usu ushu uhu umaina. Luku uru nuku umania la atina ase ishia. Shu uhuma ania kaa. Sushu umane ka ania ku urunu sushu uwaina a. La ka aha ania ku urumana katinas ne ishihi. Shuku usutu uma a le ehe enia ka ainu ku umana. Now envision a hand reaching out through the mirror. Reaching for you, offering you the hand. This is your future self, the future self who is living the life that you truly desire, the future self who has overcome the challenges, the doubt, the fears, the disbelief, the lack of deservingness, or anything that is holding you back right now. This future self of yours already has overcome that. Your future self is already living that bright future that you desire. It's offering you its hand. When you're ready, grab your hand, grab your future self's hand, and allow it to pull you into that mirror, into your new future, into your new brighter vision of your future. Kuruana ase ishnaina wa ana ale ase. Luku uma ane ku urusu tu uhuma ane la'a. Nusutu umane ku urunu ale ku umana atina kaana ku rane isnishne e. Sutu uhu urusu uwa aniawa ane ehe. O unuma ana ala ku urusu ku umana. Now this mirror is being surrounded by white light, light of love, light of passion, light of love, joy and fulfillment. Envision this light surrounding you, that you're inside that mirror. Kurusnuku umanaka atini ku urusutu. Sukuruana aniala ha ane ihumana. Sutu u shuutu uma anea. Laina snake. Sakarahat ihuana aniale asiaka. And bring that into your heart. Hold on to that vision. Sushu utu uma aha. Naka aate iki iti ihishi iyase. Shu'uru nuamana. Sana atiku ate iyaseshi. Take a deep breath. And really anchor that feeling in. Okay. Now, if anyone would like to share anything, Sandy, would you like to share anything?
Well, I feel much more physically calm and grounded I didn't really share in the beginning, but I've been having a lot of physical issues. So I'm recovering from an illness, and a lot of the light language just kind of went through me, and I could feel all of that disruption in my body starting to leave and release. So yeah, I'm actually feeling a lot better.
Okay, I'm glad. Anyone else would like to share what they experienced, any aha moments or anything like that?
Do we want to take them off of mute, or
if just put something in the chat? So we're not going to unmute everyone. So if you want to put something in the chat, but if you would like to share something right now, you can just put something in the chat and we'll take you off mute. But one of the things that I really saw was, like, initially in the first round, and I'm sorry, we may go over a little bit, but I mean, we're almost done. We're almost at the end. So please bear with us. I'm grateful that you're staying on for, that long. But one of the things I would like to share with you is, like, really, like, initially in the first round, I saw a lot of dark clouds that were over us, and I could feel how it's being really lifted, really the darkness, the dense energy being lifted from us. And really, like I shared earlier in the transmission, was, like, it's like this big wind, just blowing them away, and also the ocean really clearing up, so you can really be in tune with who you are, so you can hear your higher guidance, so you can really step into your, who you are, and really embody that, with clarity. Because oftentimes, that I felt like this ocean of darkness was really that clouded mind that we've been really, stuck with, like that monkey mind telling us we can't do this, we're not good enough, yada, yada, yada. I'm pretty sure all the stuff that's going on in your mind, right? But it was really like being cleared, because that's what's really necessary in order for you to step up to that next level. And then really now you may want to, envision that, and it's funny that, this time around was the same thing with a mirror. It was this morning and now again, but really step into that mirror of your vision, like really create that vision for yourself and really imagine yourself stepping into that, because you're more than capable of doing that. Maybe it's not going to, you're not going to be able to create that life right away. You're going to go like that and ta-da, it's magically appears. But the more you envision that, the more you align yourself with that vision that you would like to call forth, and you definitely have the power to do so. So I really hope that this energy transmission was beneficial for you, that you focused on your intention to really empower them. So now as you go about your day and, the next day, and you may even want to journal about what's coming up for you or what has come up, while I was doing the transmission, and just, kind of go with the flow, but really tune into that vision and trust that you're more than capable of creating the vision that you want. So that was for me.
We have somebody, some input.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say this person's name because it was sent privately.
Gotcha.
But the input was that she felt like the mirror was a portal into something fantastic, but felt that she needs to change her habits and beliefs for it to stick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an everyday, you have a choice every single day. Every day you can look at, whenever catch yourself making a choice that's really not in alignment. I think it says it even in here too. I mean, you have a choice every single day to choose differently, or maybe it was a different transmission before, but you always have a choice that every time when some things are they're misaligned, you can always choose, and maybe even make a list of all the agreements that you no longer want to keep, and read them every day and remind yourself, okay, this is not what I don't want. This is not what I want to continue doing. So that's a great way to, hold yourself accountable to let go of the things that are really stopping you from really, moving forward.
Yeah. And, that's that Capricorn kind of an energy too, of changing those habits, and habits of thought are your beliefs. Beliefs are habits of thought. And it's where the rubber meets the road. It's where, you take that next step onto the ground, when you actually make a little change in your habit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And it's all about observing that moment to moment, day to day.
And trusting in yourself, that even if you have a day when you're like totally going down the rabbit hole, right? And like nothing is, like you're just going totally in your old self, you have a choice that, well, maybe tomorrow I'm going to go back to that list of things that I don't want to do no more and what I rather want to do. So don't beat yourself up. I mean, that's really the biggest thing, is you want to trust yourself, and you want to not judge yourself when you have a bad day, because we all do. I've had bad days where I really could smack myself and like, man, I just did it again, right? But it's like really, being okay with having a bad day, but then readjusting your path, because just one day is not going to knock you off your path and like, oh, you're not going to manifest anything. That's why, manifesting usually takes some time to come in, because if we would be able to manifest everything in an instant, we would be in big trouble, right? So you always can readjust. So that's kind of like what I want to add real quick. And the funny thing is, like, as we were start talking about that, it was 5:55. So, ta-da, new beginning. This is powerful. So, great thing. So, do you want to add anything else, or do you want to kind of come to the closing, talk about, any updates and, how people can get a hold of us and what's going to come next or anything like that?
I feel pretty complete. I don't see anything else in the chat, so okay. I'm going to guess that everybody else is
okay.
Good.
Sounds good.
Just to add, you want to drink a lot of water after these energy transmissions.
And you may not want to do anything crazy right now. So really take some time to integrate, to let stuff come, because the energy is still going to continue doing its work until it's done. So you may still feel something later on and may have some things coming up. So you may want to give yourself some time. And I mean, today is the full moon, so you may want to give yourself some time where you journal and you set your new intentions, maybe meditate or whatnot, and really let the stuff just integrate, because it's going to continue doing the work until it's done.
And one more thing, getting back to that habits and beliefs comment, that in that journaling process, this is a great time to identify maybe one habit that you can shift, one doable shift that you can do to really ground the energy and the change. So and to be able to step into that mirror and and into that experience of the new aspects of yourself.
Okay, so if no one else has anything, let me just share with you some updates. And our next event is actually happening on August the 15th, same time. I mean, everyone that's on that has subscribed for this event right now, you guys are going to get an email so you can sign up for it again if you would like to. Now, I'm also going to send out a replay of this event probably tomorrow, so you'll check your email so you get the replay tomorrow. But our next event is going to be August the 15th for, I think that's the full moon next month, where we'll also meet either like this on Zoom or maybe on YouTube. We're not quite sure yet how we're going to do that. We're just kind of playing around. I mean, this is our second event that we're doing this, so if you guys have any input, feel free to share it with us. We're always open for improving our the way we're doing things. But so that's going to be our next one. Now, I also have an event coming up next month on a new moon. I started an Awakened Soul Sister Circle, where it's actually going to be a little longer. I mean, it is a paid event. It's $12.12 for a 2-hour event where we're actually doing more work. We're actually writing down our, intentions, the things we want to let go of. It's really more of an interactive event where we also do a lot of healing, meditation, and so it's a little bit more advanced than what we're doing today. Now, I'll also let you guys know about that as well in the email, but it's going to be on August the 30th, also same time as today. But I will let you guys know about that. Now, if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about me, and Sandy will share her stuff here in a little bit, you can go to my website at ksanders.com, get information there. If you're interested in actually getting a little extra healing and would like to experience a light language session for yourself, I do offer them. They're $97. You can go to my website. It's under products. So during that session, we're spending 1 hour really digging deep into what is coming up for you. So we're doing maybe 5 to 10 actual light language transmissions, depending on how long they are, really digging deep and really letting go of whatever is ready to be let go of so you can move forward. So if that's something that you're interested in, go to my website under products, ksanders.com. Under my products, it will be there. Or reach out to me. My email is k@ksanders.com. But I mean, you guys got my email, so because you're getting my emails anyways. So you can just respond. And you can also find me on YouTube, because I'm also releasing light language transmissions on there as well. So you can type in K-Sanders Coaching and find me. But that's all the updates from me. Now, Sandy, do you have anything you would like to share, and also how they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, I have a summer special for those of you who are real new to this, and you're kind of intrigued and you want to see your own chart and what that means in terms of creating and co-creating success in your life. I have a $77 introduction to the chart. That's a written report. That's for your energy type, your strategy for aligning with what's in your body, and your profile, which is your learning style. And then it comes with I believe it's a 20 to 30 minute pre-recorded overview of your specific charts. So I've got that going for the summer. And then just as a preview, I'm also starting a program with someone who specializes in working with empaths, and we're going to be working with these white centers in your chart, these undefined centers, because this is really where your growth and your wisdom can come from when you learn how to manage that. And a lot of empaths are very, very open. So it's going to be a year-long, 9-month, 10-month project where we're going to focus on one of those centers each month, and you can learn what that means for you if you're an empath, and how to better manage your energy so that you can align and co-create and step through that mirror to your new self without taking everybody else with you, because that's what all this openness is about. When you're an empath, you're absorbing and taking with you. So I'll say more about that in our next full moon. But that's what's coming down the line in the fall. Okay. Oh, and you can find me at sandyfreshi.com and on YouTube as well. I think it's under Coaching with Sandy. Just Google Sandy Freshi. Kay will send it all out in the email, the links.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, we are so grateful that you guys joined us today. Like I said, if you guys have any input for us, also if you have any questions, when we're coming to the end, we're going to stay on. We're going to stop the recording, so you feel free to stay on. If you have any questions for me, for Sandy about today or anything like that, feel free to stay on and then ask us whatever questions you might have. But we are really, really grateful that you have come here, that you spend your valuable time to listen to us, weirdos talk all day, right?
And to play with us.
I know. I mean, I think it was fun. I really enjoyed this. I think it is really intimate, and I could feel the energy shifting a lot earlier. So I'm super grateful that you guys are open to the light language, because I really come to find out it is so, so powerful. And that's why me and Sandy, we really decided to doing this together, to bring this to both our networks and really to expand both of our reach and bring this to, you guys, because we all need that extra support, that extra, shift in energy and whatnot. So like I said, I'm really grateful that you guys are here, and I'm pretty sure Sandy is too. So yes. With that, I mean, that was all from me. Do you have any final words that you would like to share, Sandy?
I echo everything that you said, and I'm really grateful that all of you showed up to play. And this energy work is so important right now. It's so important to practice good energy hygiene right now, because there's just crazy, nasty stuff leaving the planet right now. Yeah. And we want to stay clear, because if you were drawn to this, that you're here to uplift and elevate and heal, not only yourself but the people, to help the people around you. So this is so important for those of us who are doing this kind of work, and I'm so grateful that you decided to join us and participate.